Someone once said that life is a journey, not a destination. Often it's who we meet and the experiences we have on life's journey which mould and shape us and which determine our destiny. On the evening of the first Easter day, 2 of Jesus' disciples were walking home on the road from Jerusalem to a village named Emmaus, downhearted and confused by the previous 3 days' events. As they talked, Jesus drew near, engaging them in conversation, although they did not recognize him. As they shared with him their disappointment and bewilderment, he opened up the scriptures, explaining why the Messiah had to suffer and rise again. When they reached home, they invited this stranger in for a meal. Jesus took the bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Suddenly, in that instant, their eyes were opened and they recognized him. But Jesus suddenly vanished. Caravaggio's painting brilliantly captures the intimacy of that domestic scene and the startled reaction of the 2 disciples as Jesus breaks the bread. The story ends with the 2 excited disciples throwing their coats on and rushing back to Jerusalem to tell the others. That story provides a rich seam from which, over the centuries, Christians have mined golden nuggets of profound truth and encouragement, which have sustained devotion and discipleship. I believe there are parallels in this story with our present, rather surreal situation. Whether we are aware of it or not, Jesus walks alongside us today on our journey through life. He doesn't force himself upon us, but waits for us to share with him our doubts, griefs and fears, joys and sadnesses, our perplexity, bewilderment and confusion. If we allow him, Jesus will speak to us and to our doubts and fears through Scripture, and maybe through another person. And if we welcome him in, we'll discover that it's in the meal of the Eucharist that we recognise him and discern his presence with us. At this time when churches are closed, we can feel most deprived of the Eucharist. So why not make a spiritual communion? Perhaps as it's offered on a Sunday, or as we watch the Eucharist broadcast on television. Resources to help us do this have been sent out and may also be obtained from the parish office or downloaded from the church website. Details will be given at the end of this video. So let us make our spiritual communion with the risen Jesus today, until that day comes when we recognise him fully again in the physical breaking of bread. As we tread a lonely path at this strange time in our life together, know that Jesus walks alongside us and will reshape us and make us new. That's what resurrection always does. May God bless you this Eastertide.